Welcome to the Texaco Star National Academic Championship. The best and brightest of America's high school scholars have gathered on the campus of Rice University in Houston to test their academic skills. Over 2,500 teams accepted the challenge. Only one will win. Now, here's your host, Chip Beal.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the Texaco Star National Academic Championship, our 10th annual tournament. We're into the quarterfinals now, and South Carolina it is, with Aiken versus Clinton. This sound will remind you means you're right. This tone means your answer is incorrect. And this sound, the end of each period. Good luck to both schools. The warm-up round is upon us, and your first question is worth 5 points. Which person's birth date would be A.D. rather than B.C.? Would it be Alexander the Great?
Clinton, Jesse.
Charlemagne.
Nero, Cleopatra, Hannibal, or Solomon?
Aiken, Jesse.
Nero.
Nero is A.D. You are right. 5 points for Aiken. I have a 10-pointer. Although increasing calcium intake can decrease the bone loss that ultimately leads to osteoporosis, what is the best way to keep bones in good shape?
Clinton, Jesse.
Exercise.
Exercise is the best way, and you got your team on the board, Jesse. For 5 points, this martial art was not introduced into Japan until 1916. It originated on Okinawa in the 1600s as a weaponless...
Aiken, Anthony.
Judo.
No. Form of defense. Name it, Clinton.
Clinton, J.
Karate.
Karate is what we have, and the points go to Clinton. I have a 10-pointer. Which country was the first to recognize the newly created State of Israel in 1948?
Clinton, Tom.
United
The
States.
United States is right. Another 10 for Clinton High School. I have a 5-point visual question. Check out your monitor here in the studio. This picture was taken 2 years ago. The stadium on the left was built in 1910 and demolished in 1990. The one on the right assumed the name of its predecessor. Name the ballpark.
Clinton, J.
Kaminsky Park. Kaminsky Park.
Nope.
Aiken, Jesse.
Kaminsky Park.
Miskey Park is right. And the points go to Aiken. For 10 points, name the producer of the PBS series Civil War.
Aiken, Ramar.
Burns.
Ken Burns is right. For 10 points. For a 5-point question for you, they carry a double positive charge and are strongly absorbed by air, thin paper, and metal foils. Discovered in 1899 by Ernest Rutherford.
Clinton, Jesse.
Alpha particles.
That's what we're going for, alpha particles. They're helium nuclei emitted from decaying radioactive materials. For 10 points, when he was told that one of his generals was a heavy drinker, President Abraham Lincoln...
Aiken, Jesse.
Grant.
Grant is where we're headed. Is said to have uttered a classic reply, find out what he drinks and send a barrel of it to my other generals. For 5 points, while President John Kennedy saw a newspaper advertisement violently opposing the administration, his response was, we're heading into nut country today. What city was his destination?
Aiken, Ramar.
Dallas.
Dallas, you're right, for 5 points. The next question is worth 10 points. It's a music question. The following selection is taken from which of Bonnie Raitt's albums?
Aiken, Jesse.
Luck of the draw.
Luck of the Draw is right, for 10 points. I have a multiple choice question worth 10. Which is not true of England's Francis Drake? Knighted by the Queen, explored New World, hanged for treason, helped defeat...
Aiken, Jesse.
Hanged for treason.
He was not hanged for treason, and helped defeat the Armada or sail around the world. For 10 points, an integer that may be divided into another integer without remainder is called what?
Clinton, Jesse.
A divisor.
Not what we're looking for. Aiken, the question is complete.
Aiken, Ramar.
Multiple.
No, we're looking for factor. For 5 points, what dish consists of chicken breasts rolled up with butter?
Aiken, Anthony.
Chicken Kiev.
Chicken Kiev, breaded and fried. It's named for a Ukrainian city. For 10 points, parallels to what biblical story can be found in a much earlier Sumerian story in which a farmer and a shepherd...
Clinton, Jesse.
Story of the flood.
No. A farmer and a shepherd compete for the love of the fertility goddess.
Aiken, Jesse.
Cain and Abel.
You figured it out, Jesse. Cain and Abel. I have an art question for you worth 10 points. This 17th century masterpiece is the work of what Dutch artist?
Clinton Jesse.
Rembrandt.
That is by Rembrandt. Right. For 5 points, on what literary farm will you find Rebecca Randalls?
Aiken Ramar.
Sunnybrook Farm.
Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm is right. And that's all we have time for in the warm-up round. We're coming right back. Don't go away. Let's go over to the scoreboard before we start the second period. It's Clinton, South Carolina 40, Aiken, South Carolina 75. Clinton has posted a 4-0 record in previous national academic competitions, and Aiken has a 4-1 record. And now we're going to meet the players. First of all, from Aiken, it's Ramar Wright, a junior, a National Merit semifinalist, member of the Beta Club, a Governor's School participant, and plays what instrument in the band, Ramar?
The French horn.
The French horn. Next to him is Jesse Roach, a junior, National Merit semifinalist, class officer, Governor's School, and what's your instrument in the band, Jesse?
Drum.
The drums. Anthony Mims, a senior, he's Air Force Academy bound, member of the track team, and a meritorious senior. David Hanna, a sophomore, junior scholar, math team member, Beta Club participant. He's an acolyte and a science fair winner. Mitch Boatwright is their alternate. Mac Hanna, their coach. That's Aiken, South Carolina. Their opponents, and actually the #1 seed going into the nationally televised round, Clinton High School. Jay McMurray is the captain, a senior. South Carolina All-State Academic Team member and a Clemson University scholar. Jesse Fry, a senior, a National Merit finalist, and he plays the French horn. Also, Rensselaer medalist. Tom Copeland, a junior, secretary of the student body and a tennis team member. And Nikki Ward, a sophomore in the top 10% of her class, is said to be an avid reader. Chris Martin, Dedrick Carter, and Hal Williams are their alternates. David O'Shields and Kevin Cox, their coaches. That's the team from Clinton. Now let's focus on our judges. We'll introduce them now. Mr. Mike Mastandria from Dallas, president of Score Unlimited. Rick Barrientos from Gaithersburg, Maryland. He is the creator of the Maryland Classic. Those two gentlemen have been with us for 10 years. Also, Cheryl Claypool is staff writer for Questions Unlimited. All right, contestants, it's time for the bonus round. Your first bonus round subject is physics. Here is your toss-up worth 10 points. When acquired in 1917, the U.S. Virgin Islands were known as the blank West Indies.
Clinton Jesse.
Danish.
Danish is right, Jesse, and Jay, Jesse, Tom, and Nikki will huddle together on the physics bonus. For 5 points, what property of a conductor is defined as that which transforms electric energy into heat energy and therefore inhibits the flow of electricity?
Resistivity?
No.
We can spell it for it.
Not resistivity. The word is resistance. I'm sorry. Interior design is the next bonus. Here is a toss-up worth 10. It's a quantitative physics question. Compute the electric field intensity in volts per meter between two plates which are separated by a distance of 3 centimeters and a potential of 120 volts.
Clinton Jesse.
40,000 volts per meter.
No, I'm sorry, that's not the answer. Aiken will give you another 10 seconds or so of figuring time.
Aiken Ramar.
360.
No, it's 4,000 volts per meter. No score for 10 points. Theseus promised to raise a white sail on his voyage home to Athens as a signal that he was still alive. When he forgot, his aged father committed suicide by...
Clinton Jesse.
The Aegean. See?
I'm sorry, that's not what we're looking for. Committed suicide by casting himself into the sea, which was then named for him, named both the king and the sea Aiken.
Aiken Ramar.
Aegeus and the Aegean Sea.
That's what we're after for 10 points. Sorry about that, Clinton. Interior design, though, is your bonus, Aiken. For 5 points, what one factor must be considered when laying out the plan for a living room from among these choices? A, book storage. B, conversation grouping. C, display of art collection. Or D, entertainment center.
Conversation grouping?
That's the answer for 5. Here's a 10-pointer. What one element helps to give balance to a room? A window on every wall, B, a fireplace, C, matching wallpaper and draperies, or D, furniture of varied heights.
Your answer?
Fireplace.
No, it is, in fact, furniture of varied heights. The only one you weren't considering. Okay, Latin is your next bonus. Both schools get ready for this toss-up worth 10 points in the field of music. What singer died in a plane crash in March 1963 near Camden, Tennessee? Listen. Patsy Cline, right. All right, contestants, for 5 points, the shock of this war upon literary sensibility was profound. Such characters as Frederick Henry, John Sartoris, Clifford Chatterley, and James Gatz fought in which war?
Clinton Jesse.
World War I.
That is correct, Jesse, World War I. And it'll be Jay, Jesse, Tom, and Nikki again. Latin is your bonus for 5 points. What is the meaning of the Latin root in these words? Amateur, amatory, amiable, and amicable.
Friendly.
Love is what we needed. Ancient Greece is your next bonus. Here is a 10-point toss-up. What part of the body contains the most bones?
Clinton Jesse.
The head.
Not the head. Aiken, can you take it?
Aiken Ramar.
The hand.
Hand is right. The 10 points goes to Ramar and Aiken and ancient Greece. In the early history of Greece, the mountainous terrain divided the land and its peoples. Groups of people lived apart in their own valleys and established cities. Each city became its own little country or state. In fact, they were called city-states. 4 chief city-states were found in Greece around 500 B.C. Name these 4 chief city-states. You'll earn 5 points for the first one you can name, 10 points for the second, and so forth until you answer incorrectly. Fire when ready.
Athens.
Athens gets you 5 points.
Sparta.
Sparta gets you 10.
Crete.
Not Crete, no, not a city-state. Corinth and Thebes were the others.
Chip, the answer resistivity is acceptable, so you'll have to continue with Clinton's first
Okay.
bonus, and then
And-
we'll be awarded 5 points and then get to go
And
through
their
the
bonus was in the category of physics,
Physics.
right? Okay, resistivity, acceptable for resistance. So, Clinton, get back together on physics for 10. Name the law that states the magnitude of force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between quantities in a system. What's that called?
Your answer?
Newton's law of gravitation.
No, we're looking for the inverse square law. And that is the end of the bonus round. We're coming right back. Don't go away. And our halftime score, which has been adjusted, Clinton 70, Aiken 115. Now here to explain the adjustment, Mike Mastandria.
In the physics category, we had as an answer the inverse square law. Clinton replied Newton's law of gravitation. In doing some further research, we find that is an acceptable answer, Chip, so you must give them the next bonus question and award them 10 points at this point.
The next bonus question, Clinton, for 15 points. What property of a machine is calculated by dividing the distance which the applied force covers by the distance the load covers?
Efficiency.
No, in this case, the answer is clearly mechanical advantage. Now, we're set then for the 60 seconds round, and your categories contestants will be top 10 Texas towns, top 10 California cities, top 10 New York cities, and the mystery category. Questions used on the Texaco Star National Academic Championship, written and authenticated by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. Well, the players know the rules in 60 seconds, so we'll get right into it. Jay and Clinton, what'll it be?
Say the top 10 Texas towns, please.
Top 10 Texas towns is the subject. Start the clock. Here we go. Name the 10 most populous cities in Texas according to the 1990 census. 10 points apiece, maximum 10 guesses. Fire when ready.
Dallas,
Yes.
Houston,
Right.
San Antonio,
Yes.
El Paso,
Yes.
Lubbock,
Right.
Corpus Christi,
Right.
Fort Worth,
Yes.
Austin,
Right.
Arlington,
Yes.
Amarillo.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got the first 9 right. Very well done in less than 30 seconds. Okay, Aiken will give you 6 seconds to name the 10th.
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm just
Plano,
No, but that's a good try. It's Garland, in fact. Hey, I used to live in Garland. Okay, Aiken, what category do you want?
Mystery category.
Mystery category is 10 simple things you can do to save the Earth. Start the clock. Here we go. There's a device you can attach to your water faucets that will save an amazing amount of water. It's called a low-flow faucet blank.
Filter.
No? To save lakes and streams, you should use detergents low in what chemical compounds containing phosphorus?
Phosphorus oxide,
No? What can you do to your hot water heater to conserve energy?
turn it down.
Right. What kind of batteries should you use?
Rechargeable.
Right. What can you do to automobile tires to make them last longer?
Keep them properly inflated.
Right. What type of regular maintenance is the easiest way to make your car more fuel efficient?
Oil.
something with the oil.
Regular oil maintenance.
No. The most ecological diapers to use are the ones made of what?
Cloth.
Right. If the window frames or sashes of your house leak air, then you need what?
Insulation.
No. Since mass transit is inadequate, the best solution...
Carpooling.
Right. The process of turning, and time runs out. Mike Mastandria, how many points?
50 points.
50 points. Okay, Clinton. There's a device you can attach to your water faucets that will save an amazing amount of water. It's called a low-flow faucet...
Limiter.
No. Aerator. To save lakes and streams, you should use detergents low in what chemical compounds containing phosphorus?
Phosphates.
Phosphates, right. What type of regular maintenance is the easiest way to make your car more fuel efficient?
Make sure the tires are properly inflated.
Well, it's a tune-up. If the window frames or sashes of your house leak air, then you need what?
Caulking.
Caulking or weather stripping. And the process of turning, that's as far as we got when time ran out. Based on that information,
Recycling.
no. Turning organic material you normally throw away from grass clippings to apple cores into a rich fertilizer is called what? It is composting. And that does it for the 60 seconds round. We're coming right back. Don't go away. Clinton had a big 60 seconds round. As a result, they have the lead now, 180 to 165 for Aiken. Time now for Stump the Experts. We'll have a series of rapid-fire questions until time runs out. We start with a 15-point visual. Look at your screen. This is a modified version of a classic Spanish style of jacket.
Clinton, Nikki.
Bolero?
That is a bolero, right. Shares its name with a Spanish dance. For 20 points, the famous 4 bronze horses of the ancient Greek sculptor Lysippus used to sit atop the royal box of the Emperor Justinian in the Hippodrome. Today, they sit atop the 11th century Church of San Marco. Name these 2 cities.
Clinton, Jesse.
Constantinople and Rome.
No. Aiken.
Aiken, Ramar.
Rome and
No, it's Constantinople and Venice. For 20 points, convicted murderer John Gotti was the head of which of the 5?
Aiken, Ramar.
Gambino.
Gambino is right. That's the Mafia family. I have a 15-pointer as Clinton leads it by 10. Chemists have found that barium produces yellow-green, lithium produces red, and sodium produces yellow. When those elements...
Clinton, Tom.
Nitrates.
No, are subjected to what chemical?
Aiken, Jesse.
Flame test.
That's the test, the flame test. Aiken has retaken the lead. I have a 20-pointer. I will list 6 poker hands, and you rank them in order from highest to lowest. They are full house, 1 pair, straight, straight flush, flush, and three of a kind.
Aiken, Jesse.
Straight flush. Flush, straight, full house, three of a kind pair.
Incorrect. Question goes to Clinton.
Clinton, Tom.
Straight flush, flush.
No, I'm sorry. It's straight flush, full house, flush, straight, three of a kind, and one pair. 15-point music question. Whose Concerto No. 2 for horn and orchestra is featured in the soundtrack of Oliver Stone's JFK? Listen.
Clinton, Jesse.
Mozart.
Mozart is right for 15 points. Clinton is back in the lead. Here's a 15-pointer. Write down the names of these deep thinkers. Confucius, Plato, Solomon, Marcus Aurelius, and place them in chronological...
Clinton, Jesse.
Solomon. Confucius, Plato, Marcus Aurelius.
Is right. Very good. 15 points added to the Clinton score. I have a 20-pointer. Martin Luther King Jr. considered himself chiefly a minister. His most famous piece of writing was addressed to 8 white Alabama...
Clinton, Jesse.
Letter from the Birmingham jail.
Is right for 20 points. They had condemned the civil rights campaign as unwise and untimely. For 15 points, how did the Restoration affect British theater?
Aiken, Jesse.
It reinstated it.
It did indeed for 15 points. I have a 20-point quantitative physics question. Calculate the force on a 4 microcoulomb charge that is placed in an electric field whose intensity is 5,000 newtons per coulomb.
Clinton, Jesse.
2 newtons.
Not 2 newtons. Aiken, we'll give you a little computing time. A 4 microcoulomb charge. Electric field intensity is...
Aiken, Romar.
4 newtons.
No, it's 0.02 newtons. 20-point visual. If you've never seen this painting before, you still may be able to identify the artist by studying the style.
Aiken, Romar.
Rubens.
Not Rubens. The title is Bather Lying by the Sea. Clinton, who painted it?
Clinton, J.
Titian.
No, that's Renoir. For 20 points, was warten Sie auf? Ein Einladung von Präsident? Asks President Bush in some tourism ads airing in Germany. Translate either...
Aiken, Jesse.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? An invitation from the president. Either sentence. Here's a 15-pointer. Name the American frontiersman known as the King of the Keelboatmen.
Clinton, J.
Mike Fink.
Mike Fink is right for 15. I have a 20-pointer. He was the most prolific of the great Renaissance painters, producing about 10 works for each of his 99 years. Who was this Venetian?
Clinton, Jesse.
Titian.
That's Titian, right. Here's a 20-pointer. According to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, what was the last message from the dolphin?
Aiken, Anthony.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
That's correct. Before leaving the Earth for 20 points.
2 minutes left.
I have a 20-point music question at the 2-minute warning. Identify this 1938 piece by Aaron Copland, which he composed for the New York High School of Music and Art.
Clinton, Tom.
Appalachian Spring.
Not Appalachian Spring. That's the outdoor overture for 15 points. There is a cave in the Black Hills of South Dakota that is unique because strong air currents constantly blow through its 10.5 miles of explored passageways, the direction and force depending upon pressure of the air outside. What is the name of this cave?
Clinton, Jesse.
Sioux Cabin.
No, Aiken.
Aiken, Jesse.
Devil's Cave.
No, it is Wind Cave. For 15 points, baseball is America's national pastime, but Latin Americans generally prefer the sport of soccer.
Clinton, Jesse.
Name any 2 of the 4 Latin American nations where baseball is the national sport.
Aiken, Jesse.
Cuba and Puerto Rico.
No, Cuba, Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, Venezuela. For 20 points, Russian composer Modest Mussorgsky wrote a piano suite, Pictures in an Exhibition. Which French impressionistic composer orchestrated it?
Clinton, Jesse.
Monet.
No, Aiken. Maurice Ravel. For 15 points, express the following as a single trigonometric function. Tangent theta divided by sine theta.
Aiken, Ramar.
Cosine theta.
No,
Clinton, Jesse.
Secant theta.
that is correct for 15 points. Here's a 15-pointer. In the basic programming language, identify the statement that defines the size of an array.
Clinton, Jesse.
Dimension.
D-I-M, that's correct for 15. There's the tone. The contest is over. The score is correct. The final is 255 for Aiken, 310 for Clinton. The winner is Clinton High School. It's going to be Grissom from Alabama, Huntsville, and Plano East from Texas in our next contest. Chip Beal, so long.